I think I need to have it like this so people can actually see it. Because people got to hold their phone like this to see us, right?
I don't know. I'm new to this shit.
Because we look tight, so maybe I should put it like this. I can't see me. That's good.
Looks good to me.
But I can't see you on your phone. I want to be able to see both of us. Maybe I should use your phone like I did mine.
Oh, wow.
Okay. That'll work. Until I fuck up again. How do I... Are we live? How do I know what we doing?
You on Facebook Live or you on what? Twitter?
Instagram.
Oh, I don't even know how to use it.
Okay, here we go. Hey, what's up? How come it's so dim? But either way, it's your girl Sheikah with Sheikah Honey Iced Tea Time, and I have my friend Ace. So how do you want to be?
What's up? Ace. What's up?
DJ Ace Sensei.
DJ Ace Sensei Ace. DJ Sensei Pastor Ace. Babe! What's up?
Yeah, so today, like I told you guys yesterday, we're going to be talking about men, women, and sex. I had a couple of interesting topics as far as do women or men treat sex as a reward? Like, how does that work? Is that cool? Do you deal with that? Have you experienced that? Platonic friendships. Is it possible for men and women to truly be platonic friends? If they are, is there a hidden agenda, underlying motive somewhere in there within that friendship? So, yeah, I just want to, like I said, say thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and or comment. And here we go. So, yeah, what's your take on that, though? Like, as far as being in a relationship, whether you're in a relationship or not, when you're dealing with a woman and maybe, you feel like you're doing all that you got to be doing, but she feel like you ain't, or whatever the case may be. Have you ever felt like sex is being rationed out to you?
Well, you kind of gave me a heads up on what the topics were going to be, so I did meditate on these things.
Oh wow!
And I was ready for that one.
Oh wow!
Now the other ones might be a challenge, but this one, I think I was ready for it because what came to me at the time that I was about to come was the fact that me speaking in a man's perspective, if you think about the woman's body, the woman's parts, they call it cake, candy, cookies. You want the cookies?
Who called it? Oh, we let y'all call it that.
Right. You want the cookies? You ain't getting these cookies. You ever heard of somebody say they got the cookies?
Cake,
the sweetness, all that.
Mm-hmm.
So understand. After dinner, you used to have dessert, and if you weren't on your best behavior, you didn't get any dessert.
That is true. So
maybe it stems from the stigma that we had growing up.
You took it back to that.
I mean,
you basically trying to say that it has been embedded in us from childhood.
No sweets unless you good. You got to be good to get the reward. But see, and that's how they feel. They feel like I think they feel like it's a reward for you being good. Not that you this is yours. You get this. Because I'm with you, it's yours.
Now, to a certain degree, I agree, just to a certain extent, but I don't think that sex is really treated as a reward. I think it has a lot to do with how you're feeling. It has a lot to do with the emotional. Like, if you really ain't feeling the person that, how often do you lay down with somebody that you ain't feeling? Regardless of the status, like how often do you genuinely just give yourself to someone who you just look at in a little disgust at the moment, whether it's something that happened that made you mad or whatever the case may be. Like, you don't normally lay down or give yourself to someone when you ain't feeling them. Now that brings me to that whole angry sex thing. Like, how do you have angry sex if you're not feeling a person? Like, how, like, can women have angry sex, or that mainly a man thing?
I don't know, but I know how you can, because you've been put off, or you've been waiting for so long that you have to relieve yourself.
Oh, so that's what angry sex is. It's not necessarily like she did something wrong, or you're mad at her and you taking it out on her. Well, it's more so the weight, the anticipation built up, and now you giving it your best shot.
Well, I'm still angry. I'm mad at you.
But it's not because of like she done did something to you to damage the...
She could have did something to me. She could have not. She could have not done something I wanted her to do. My plate might have been cold or anything, you know. But no. I think it's the weight, because, like I said, whether I was angry or not, if I'm not attracted, it's not gonna happen.
So, can you have sex when you're not attracted to the person that you're having sex with?
It's possible. Depends on how long you've been waiting, how long because you could imagine somebody else's face on the body. You know what I'm saying? You can imagine being with somebody else, and being with a person physically, and imagine being with somebody else. Then that might work. I
don't know. Wow. So what about when you ain't really feeling her, but she still wants some? Is it possible for you to perform or give your all, or is it like a woman that just lay there? Because when a woman really ain't feeling you, she might not say no, but she ain't gonna put that back into it. You ain't getting that low arch.
Right. So you can get something, but it probably won't be what you want. You know, because if he's not attracted, certain things got to happen in a man for things to work out anyway.
So men can have a disconnect to where the stimulation ain't all the way there.
Exactly.
I mean, because I'd have never heard of a guy or a man act like stimulation is a problem.
Because you still young.
No. I'm speaking in terms of when they want what they want, they ain't even worried about, you know what I'm saying, the issues and the fussing and the fighting and the trash. They worried about they want to go ahead and get.
Yeah, so you can, like the old people used to say, you'll hump a tree and knot in a tree or some stupid shit. But, you know, because them young boys, they wild. They just reckless, you know what I'm saying? So it's not hard for the young, because, you know, they wake up ready. You know what I'm saying? Young people wake up ready.
So the older you get, the less ready you are?
Because you're
mental on something else.
You become the whipper. You know, as a young person, it's easy for you to get whipped. You know what I'm saying? She put it on you nice and right. She put it on you real good. Now you whip. But when you get older and you know how to handle yourself a lot better, then you can change that role and become the whipper, not the whippee.
I know that's... I want to step in there. Okay. Wow. Okay. I didn't look at it from that point of view, but that's interesting. I don't believe it. I genuinely don't. I don't believe it.
I don't care what happened. He's gonna be ready.
I really not even necessarily ready. I just feel like pussy rules as far as the whooper and the whoopee. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of if it's good or not, men always find themselves in a position of, how can I say it? It just seems like y'all be looking for it more so than us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always scramble. And for no good goddamn reason a lot of times. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out what's the scramble for. Like, you got something, but a lot of times you're still searching.
Yeah.
What?
And, you know... that's something I don't know about, because I'm always wanting something from my wife. I'm always like you got to tell me, calm down, I ain't going nowhere, you know. So that, you know, so I don't even know when that stops yet. You know, it's like, damn, you want it morning, noon, and night? Yes. Yes. And she like, I'm not doing it morning, noon, and night. You're not going to, boy.
Now, do y'all really be wanting it morning, noon, and night? Can y'all really keep up like that? Or is it just like a saying, like it would be nice? Is that something that you can visualize, you can fantasize about, but you really can't keep up for morning, noon, and night?
Especially depending on the attraction. Depending on the attraction, I don't want to say relationship, but I'll say the attraction. If you're very attracted to a person, then I can't even begin to start to say what kind of
where you going?
Outside.
What kind of limits there might be, you know, because I don't know about those limits, but all I know is, if you're attracted, if your attraction is there, and the other person has a appetite that you have, it would be a lot.
I mean, you done got me a little hat thinking about it, because I'm saying to myself 3 times a day, every day.
No, I'm just saying not every day. Like once the brother gets
broken in.
OD. You know, you got, once he get full and he good, then you might be able to
be causing a problem
a day or two.
Oh, a day or two.
Yeah, because
I'm thinking you saying you can like redo the pattern. Now you ain't got to go so hard to doing so much throughout the week. Now instead of every day, you maybe once or twice a week.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like that, yeah, I mean, just take that time to do the all day if that's what's necessary for them, and then, you know what I'm saying, take some time to recoup.
Now this 3 times a day situation, like I'm still on it. Yes.
It ain't gotta be 3. It could be all day, anytime. Just if you walking around naked and he slap you on the butt, and you just bag it up, and it's on. You know what I'm saying? So, but you might be watching TV a little bit later, around noon after breakfast, and y'all, you know what I'm saying, and then it's on again.
So these quick sessions, these
no.
knockout, drag out, sweating,
right,
going
now,
from one room to the other, flip a rover, all that.
If you get that, it probably won't be 3 times a day. That'll probably be all.
Okay, because I'm definitely wondering, like, hold on, wait a minute.
That's probably all that's necessary right there. Once you rock it like that, I think that'll keep you from having to give it to them all day. But see, some women climax one time and they good.
I was going to ask you about that next.
Yeah.
How do you feel about you done got yourself anticipating for some good goddamn loving, and you give it to her, she coming and she's done.
Yeah.
No more rounds to come.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you feel about that?
I'll be back. That's the 3 times a day. When the 3 times a day.
Oh, so you're not gonna pressure or
I've gotten
get forward to another round. You're gonna go ahead and let her have it, but later on the day I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. I didn't used to be like that though. I want it. You'll just keep going. But see, you know what? You notice as you get familiar with a woman's body, what happens to her body, and you know you want to consider her when you're interacting with her like that, because she might dry out, and then it becomes sore, or you might hit it too hard, or to get too crazy, like all over the room, and it don't get sore or whatever. And then you gotta be considerate of her. Let her chill. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna regroup. You know, it's gonna come back. You know, so not all women, of course, but you know, you have those. That's why I said it don't have to be 3 times a day for everybody.
So when men have sex with women, do they genuinely expect the woman to back it up every time, not just be a willing participant, a consensual participant? You know what I'm saying? I give you consent, but I ain't doing too much. Or do y'all really expect her to goddamn?
Well, we expect her to do it, but if she, like I said, being more mature, then you know that when she ain't ready. So you just go ahead. You know, if you are already like that, then get yours, get out of the way. Don't try to pressure her into doing something else. Just get out of the way and wait. Because to me, if you wait, it'll be a whole lot better, because everybody will be there. You don't want to do it when she's not there and you're there. And you don't want to do it when you're there and she's not there. because it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to lose that passion, because when she's not there, the passion is not there.
Right.
You see.
Right, but some men are so,
some men don't care. They
are so horny and would still go at it and can see that she's mentally ain't there, physically ain't there. But
I wouldn't even want to be on that like that. I wouldn't even want to be on that like that. I'd be like, all right, I'll wait.
I wonder what does that say about a guy that's still willing.
He's horny.
He's
or
horny.
very, or very, very, very attracted. Like, I can't get enough. I can't get enough. That's like having that butter flavor recipe chocolate cake sitting on the counter. Butter flavor recipe yellow cake with chocolate icing sitting on the counter. Betty Crocker. That's my favorite cake. So you cut that slice and it'll be like so good you just can't get enough. You go back and get your another piece of that cake. And you can't get enough.
You keep piecing it.
Keep piecing it, you know what I'm saying? So, but notice if you sit down there and eat your fill, you ain't gonna want no more for 2 days. Man, yes, your favorite cake has been sitting there, but I ate half of it. But notice when it first got there, I was eating it every chance I got. But now that I got my fill, it's sitting there now. So I can wait. I'm patient.
So even though you say you may have patience, let's just say you start to run out of patience, and you when you get in a relationship, 9 out of 10, a person sees who you are, what they're getting into. Mm-hmm. You seem to have or present an insatiable appetite. Mm-hmm. If your spouse can't keep up, is there a conversation that need to be had about a third party, or like you said, is that just a patience thing, a love thing? Should it be okay to even think about or consider having somebody else fulfill the wants and needs only for a particular void? Not, you trying to, go get the baddest thing out there, have you 2 girlfriends and spending time another. When you just have a particular need that needs to be filled and your main jank ain't really trying to do that,
Well,
because it seems like it's a different time. See, like ain't no conversation off limits these days.
Well, a lot of times, people have multiple relationships.
Knowingly or unknowingly?
Unknowingly.
Oh, okay.
First of all, unknowingly, because it could be knowingly or unknowingly, really, because one of your friends may have a tight conversation that you enjoy. He can talk to you. He stimulates your mind, and which ultimately stimulates you in other ways. So you can realize that. Then you might have one guy who has the best body, the one you want to walk down the beach. It's not the same guy who stimulates your mind,
right? But
you can walk down the beach with him. You know what I'm saying? You can shine, you can show him off. Because he's like that. Mm-hmm. So that would be and then it's just certain things that might be missing from your mate that you find in other people, not wanting a relationship with those other people, but wanting that particular stimulation.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that cheating?
Not if you ain't married.
Okay. But if you're married.
And
you look for any type of stimulation, whether it's mental.
Then you shouldn't have to. That's why you have to take your time and marry the one that stimulates your mind, your body, and your what everything you got going on. Somebody who pushes you when you want to be pushed. That's why you got to take your time. A lot of us accept people just so we could fill the void, if I could use your word, of somebody not being there. So we accept these things, and then it becomes a problem in the future because we accepted it. We settled for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because when you get to a certain age and you start to, see different things, I guess you don't want to do it alone.
Right.
You don't want to do everything alone. You don't want to do everything with just friends.
Right.
So I guess some people make a conscious decision, let me get a partner for life. They're not even in that back in the day mode of love. Like,
that's right.
I don't even really see too many people in love anymore. I see people filling voids or taking care, like having toxic codependency relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you done got so used to this person doing this for you and this person being there for you that you so scared to step out by yourself for a little while and not have it, then when you do, you just run back to what you're used to, and you find yourself in a fucked up situation
all over again.
Right, you know what I'm saying? In a fucked up situation because it's not even fulfilling. You're not happy, but you just don't want to take the proper steps to actually be happy. You just soak in your fucking misery day after day after day. And I've seen some people try to, I guess, make it better. That's why, I talk about sex with the whole sex. I guess that some people hold on to sex. Well, as long as I'm getting sex, as long as they have a reason to hold on. But
well, see, that could be more than one thing. It could be money. It could be control.
The kids.
Yeah, it could be children. That could be anything. It's just a reason. That's a reason to hold on. A reason not to let go. A reason not to move forward. A reason to move backward. It's always something. I don't know if it's in human nature. If nobody's there to move forward to, then I don't know why we move back. Go back, we look, because I don't know anybody. I guess I can't say that because a lot of people have had rough breakups. But if you haven't had a rough breakup, but you did break up, I can't see that a person wouldn't go back to retry or try again. Even in some rough breakups, I've seen people go back and try again.
I did that. I'm a victim and survivor
Yeah.
of that. And I will speak to that on, not to get off course, but when I was in a relationship and it was bad and it got bad and the breakup was horrible, and then got over it or whatever, built myself back up, and I found myself backtracking. It was because, not that you want to rewrite history, you just want to make sure that you didn't miss anything. Like, I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Like, I know I did a lot of finger pointing and blaming and, from the outside looking in. But when I was able to be by myself and do some self-reflections and like, well, maybe if I would have did this way, and maybe if I would have tried that, then maybe it could have turned out differently. Right. And then when you go back, what you don't consider is the time that has passed. And when time is passing, you are changing. You're not getting back to that person that you had before, and neither is they. Right. You're not the same person. You don't even really realize that yourself. You've been so focused on results or what you want that you ain't even thought about.
When both of you are growing, both of you are making new establishments, right, making new relationships, making new bills. You both are making taking new steps in life. So that's what it is. It's just a part of growing up. But everybody changes. You might look for that zing that y'all had 10 years ago, maybe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you're missing that zing. And how can I get that zing back that we had 10 years ago? But you both matured. You both grown. Nobody's going to be the same. So if you didn't grow together, then it's just going to be a whole new relationship, a whole new trying to get a new bond, a whole new getting to know each other.
Right. And that's something that you don't find out until it's too late. You got to go through it to get to it, and once you get to it, that's the result that you end up getting 9 out of 10.
Start over
all the fucking way over with somebody else, and it's damn ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's what you ask yourself: do I want to throw 5 more years away? I don't want to go back. I'm not going back. One thing's for sure, I'm not going back, but I'm not going to throw 5 more years away. So we'll see what happens.
So that's how how we can end it and tie it all together with the whole sex and reward thing. It seems like that is when you start trying to weigh the pros and cons of your relationship.
Yeah,
that's a red flag for one. That's when you start to say to yourself, "Hold on,
right?
Do I even really want to be here anymore?" Because now it's like you got to convince yourself to be there,
to be able to accept this and put up with.
Right, and so when you are doing that, does having sex with your partner become harder to the point where it now becomes a reward? Like, okay, we didn't have a good day today. This motherfucker
I wouldn't call it
a
reward. I would call it a happy ending. It's a good day.
It was a good day today.
It was a good day. So that's what I would call it. I wouldn't call it a reward because, it's just a good day. So this is where we are, and both of us are here. So, but then if it's a bad day, wow, that gets tough.
Right. And what if you have a whole lot of bad days? Is that when?
That's when you need to start thinking about your relationship. Like, what's going on here? Why? You have to start considering, why are we here?
How did we get here?
How did we get here after all these good times? Now we're having a bunch of bad days. Let's figure out what happened on that first bad day and see, can we turn back the hands of time? But I don't know. It depends on if both people are willing to sit back and address it. Because some people be like, well, this is just me. This is how I do things. And if you don't like it, then, oh, well, this is just how it is.
Ain't no compromising.
Right. No compromising, no consideration, none of that.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
That is tough to be in a relationship with somebody who's extremely inconsiderate and controlling.
Yeah.
I mean, I can only imagine. I ain't got no problems today. I don't have no problems today, but I can only imagine how toxic and smothering and unsatisfying and unfulfilling it can be. Yeah. But so I guess, we have different views on that, or different terminologies on whether sex is considered a reward. Like I said, in my opinion, I don't really consider a reward. I consider it a bonding moment. If I ain't really fucking with you like that, I can't just willingly give myself to you unless there is. Because a lot of people, some people say, well, shit, they just gonna lay down with a nigga. At the end of the day, they getting some money for it. Well, at the end of the day, they got a reward that they looking forward to. There's something that they're looking forward to.
Okay.
They're looking forward to something at the end of that moment. If it's just you and somebody who you ain't really feeling, not saying that I understand the mind of a hoe. I'm just saying that I can see how and why it's hard to give yourself to someone who you're not feeling emotionally, to where you don't want to give yourself up physically. And aside from, other people, that's their issues. I don't know how they do what they do when they do it. That's on them. But I'm just talking about as far as relationship-wise. Like, I can only imagine how hard it is to, give yourself to somebody. Lay there, actually let them do what they want to do and get that. And you probably don't even get no nut off a relationship if you think about somebody else who you actually really want to be with. And how fair is that?
I know. But,
right.
What else do you do? I don't know. So, you got to do something.
So I guess that Ace says it's not a reward, it's a what?
It's a happy ending.
A happy ending. It's not a reward, it's a happy ending. I say it's a bonding moment. It's a goddamn...
Well, I like that.
I guess you could say it is a if you earned it type thing. And you earn rewards, because if you ain't did whatever you had to do today to make me feel like I want to drop my panties, you don't get rewarded. You don't get what you're looking for. And I'm going to be quite all right. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all toys are as effective as the female toys, but we got a lot of toys these days that's
made. Male toys?
He know they make some goddamn male toys. He know they make motherfucking male toys. But, yeah. And I think that's probably another reason why women have gotten so comfortable with saying no to men in the bedroom, because they have found so many substitutions to where they feel like, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna get my rocks off, and not thinking about the long-term effect. Yeah, you may be getting yours off, but what is he doing? Because at the end of the day, he still wants to get his off. And if you ain't giving it, what they say, somebody else is. So are we proactively creating our own problem within our home and within our relationship with men by not giving them what they want when they want it, regardless of if they deserve it at that time or not? Because if you want to keep your man, you got to keep him happy. You got to keep him fed spiritually, emotionally, physically, sexually, all of that. Like, they need the 360 just as well as we need the 360. And the same way we feel like if shit ain't right, if we're not getting what we need and what we want, we're going to find a way to do it. I guess they feel the same way too. We may go about it a different way. We may vent a different way. We may go talk to our girlfriends, talk some shit and get drunk, and we feel better after we talk our shit and smoke our blunt and get our drink. But they may have to do a little bit more. I'm not saying it's right. I just feel like we need to do better, because it's getting harder to get, let alone keep, a good man. And when it comes to sex, that is extremely easy to get nowadays. That is the reason why love is so fucking hard to find. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Sex ain't got so goddamn easy to get. I don't give a they just giving it up. Giving it up. So that's my take on that. And you know, I would love for you to come back and give your take on platonic friendships, because we have been friends for a very, very long time. People, I don't know who, I know a couple people have asked you, and a couple people have asked me, like, have y'all ever? No. Then this is 10 years plus, you know. Yeah. You can.
Yeah, you can.
You really can. I ain't saying he ain't attracted to me.
And I ain't saying, see, one person got to be the strong one. One person might be the weak one. So where we are is a good thing, because, you know, we are where we are, and it's been this way a long time, you know. So, but
we're not going to get too deep on it. What I do want to know is, so when you have a female and a man that are platonically in a friendship, 9 out of 10, somebody don't want it to be platonic, but it's just the other person that's holding. Like, is there an underlining hidden agenda?
Well, the people might have something going on. If the male has a significant other and the female is attracted and pursuing, then he might not cross the line because he has that. And vice versa, if the female has a significant other or a different attracted, or her mind is not on this guy, or I don't see you in that way, then it's easier. I don't know if it's easier, but she just, you know, I feel like it's easier for her to just say no. You know, if she's not attracted in that way, then she's just not attracted in that way.
No, okay, well, let me be point blank, period, specific. If you have two people who are attracted to each other, but whether they got, one person got something going on, or both people got something going on, whatever the case may be, the two people who are friends, can they genuinely be friends without some type of hidden agenda of, well, maybe one day when I don't have this going on, or maybe one, like, is it really just a friendship, or is it something that's always in the back of the man or the female mind?
Possibly.
That possibly leads me to say yes, or think that you're saying yes.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the person, of course. You know, it depends. You can't say one thing is inclusive to all.
Right, because I don't think that that's true for everybody. I really do think that it may start off that way. Sometimes you may really have an attraction to someone where you feel like, of course, when you have an attraction to someone, the first thing that comes to your mind is sex, and you don't mind if it may go somewhere else, but your mind always starts off with sex unless you are stimulated some other way. A lot of times, I'm genuinely stimulated through conversation. It's very rarely a physical attraction that's going to get me or get somebody get my attention that way. No, I have to see that you can hold a conversation, you can keep my attention, you can actually keep up. I can be intrigued when you talk. I want to listen when you talk. If I actually want to listen to you, if I'm taking the time out to dial your number and call you up, you got me. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So that's that smoker shit. I done got all off course. Don't forget what the hell we was even. I know we talking about platonic friendships, but you know when you start talking and get rambling, you just get off.
But that's the topics you hit though. You said you were gonna talk about those topics.
Right, but that's for next time. I didn't want to.
Well, we touched on it. And if you have me back, then I
definitely, because I enjoyed myself. I definitely enjoyed hearing your take on things, because it does align with some of the things I've heard from other males, and it also aligns with some of the things I've heard from females. So it's quite interesting to see that you don't agree with everything, or you don't have the same opinion or outtake that all males have, that you are able to have consideration, if I may take that word from you, for a female body, her mental, just everything. You know, sometimes a person is not all the way there, but some people are so gung-ho on what they want, they don't take the time to consider.
Let that expression out.
Right. And that was nice to know that there are men out there who know you may not want to get a booty up and he all right with a heel wait 5 more minutes.
Yeah, she coming, bro. Calm down, bro. This is. Can I leave? Can I say this?
Yeah, you definitely can.
So before I leave you, right, I'm gonna tell you. You probably heard this story on the TV or something.
I don't know. We're gonna hear it together.
There were two bulls sitting on top of the hill, looking down on a pasture full of cows. And the younger bull said to the older bull, "Let's run down here and fuck one of these cows."
The bull want to fuck the cow.
The little one, the young one. No, he said, "Let's run down here and fuck one of these cows."
Mm-hmm.
And the older bull looked at the younger bull and said, "Listen, why don't we just walk now and fuck them all?"
Take your time.
Take your time. You going, you rushing, you running. Calm down, find you something nice. You just want to run down here and jump into anything. Hold on.
I ain't heard that one before, but y'all heard it here first.
Well, let me get out of here before you get me in trouble, man. I love y'all.
What we gonna take from that is take your time, regardless of what you got going on, whatever you got your sights set on. Take your time. And yes, before I get out of here today, I do want to say thank you for tuning in. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Chica's Honey Iced Tea Time. Hit the like button, comment, whatever it is that you want to do. It is all right with me, and I definitely will get back to you. I'm enjoying doing this with you guys because, believe it or not, people are calling me up or texting me and giving me their feedback on some of the things that they want to, touch bases on or hear about. They may not want to do what my friend Ace just did and actually put themselves out there, but they are, you know what I'm saying? They're giving me some ideas and to run past y'all. So until next time, y'all stay safe. Y'all love on one another. And tune in next time when I post. Don't know when that's going to be, but it won't be long. Mwah.